This Saturday, this morning's guest will have a spring in his step. The reason why is he's got a spring in his jeans. Who is he? You'll meet him coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at Agape Senior Assisted Living in Garden City, a little north of Inlet Square Mall. We're focused on the upcoming Coastal Samaritan Center's golf tournament to be held this Saturday. And we're visiting with one of the board members of Coastal Samaritan Center, John Springs. Good morning, John.
Good morning to you.
Thanks so much for coming in early on a Monday morning. Great way to kick off the week.
Well, thank you for having me.
Interesting, we're having another guest later this week. Charlie Thrash will be with us on Thursday, promoting a golf tournament held next weekend, the following weekend. I know Colonel Thrash
very well.
Absolutely.
He's very active in the community.
He is, and they are working hard for the American Red Cross tournament, which I believe is held every other year at, or every year at one of your two courses.
That's correct. They've been there the past 2 or 3 years, and I don't know exactly how many, but certainly looking forward to having them.
You are wearing a Caledonia shirt, but True Blue is the host location for this Saturday's tournament.
For this year's tournament, we'll be at True Blue. Starts at lunch at 12:30, shotgun at or about 2 o'clock. Okay,
great. And you're expecting a big crowd.
Yes, sir. We've been very lucky. This is our 13th year. Every year we fill the roster. We could use a few more teams right now, hoping that with this publicity and word of mouth, we'll be able to fill the 144 people necessary to fill the 36 teams.
Great, fantastic. Well, year after year, of course, it's been a big success. I suspect you all have probably sold out every year, but oftentimes it does come to the last minute. Folks want to see what the weather's like. They want to see if they're going to go out on the boat or get out of town for the weekend.
And there's this particular Saturday, there are some other well-known golf tournaments, charity tournaments going on, and so the competition, you might say, is expanded. Golf in Myrtle Beach does an awful lot for charities. And this coming Saturday is no
exception. No exception whatsoever. These courses are, I believe, True Blue had the claim to fame of having Dan Quayle down to help open up the course. Is that correct?
Well, actually, no. Dan was there for a presentation from Mr. Cecil Brandon when he received the Order of the Palmetto.
Oh, forgive me. Yes, I remember there was a connection down there.
Well, we do have quite a few celebrities come through. A lot of sports people. They do it on the sly. You know, they're here on vacation. They own properties, that kind of thing. And, And so we do from time to time see a lot of celebrities and/or politicians, people well known that enjoy our facilities.
Aside from serving on the board of Coastal Samaritan, you're the general manager of both of these magnificent courses. They're both in Pawleys Island?
That's correct, yes, sir.
Share with viewers a little bit about the significance of the two courses, or I understand, reading a little about them, Caledonia is one of the most beautiful courses in the world.
Yes, sir.
Not only in the state, but in the world.
I'll have to admit, I've been very blessed to have been asked by my family and the ownership group, Ponderosa Incorporated, to go down and be the property manager for the two properties. Both golf courses were designed by Mike Strantz, who has since passed away. He died at an early age. Mike was very successful in the design of approximately 9 golf courses, mostly in the southeast, one in California. And all of his designs were accepted very well from the day they opened. Caledonia and True Blue have been consistently ranked in the top 100 and through various publications and online surveys. Most recently, golflinks.com rated Caledonia and True Blue in their top 100 of both public and private courses combined, which we're very proud of.
Nationally?
Nationally.
That is tremendous, John.
Caledonia was ranked 15th in the nation, right behind Pinehurst number 2, which was 14th, and True Blue was ranked number 38 in the nation.
That is incredible.
And that was a survey done by 50,000 online questionnaires.
Right. That is tremendous. Congratulations. 2 in the top, not only in the top 100, but in the top 50. In the top 40 there, which is amazing.
I attribute it really to the ownership group allowing me to have the latitude to do the things necessary to keep the golf course in immaculate condition.
Right.
But most importantly, my staff. I have the best employees, I think, in the area.
Right.
From a golf maintenance, food and beverage, you name it, landscaping. We're very proud of our people and the job they do.
That is tremendous, John. What are the ages of the courses? One open before the other?
Yes, Caledonia opened in February of 1994.
Okay.
And True Blue opened in January of 1998.
Okay, right. So February of 94 and 98, they were just a handful of years apart.
Right.
But clearly the opportunity, and are these the only two courses within the Ponderosa group
within our ownership group, yes, sir.
That's wonderful. Well, both there in Pawleys Island. For viewers who've never played either one of them, the opportunity they could, obviously our focus is the Coastal Samaritan Center's tournament this Saturday, but if folks will tune in on Wednesday, they can catch Charlie pumping up Caledonia as well. So great opportunity to play both those courses on back-to-back weekends and get in and support two great causes. But
yes,
Coastal
sir.
Samaritan Center really needs support.
They do. This is one of their, if not the major fundraising event for the Coastal Samaritan Center for the year.
Right.
So they do depend heavily on the income produced by this golf tournament.
Right.
And as I said earlier, I've been involved with this center for a good number of years now,
right.
and because of the fact that the golf tournament is a major fundraiser.
Right.
We're happy to do it and looking forward to doing it. And
yes.
Hopefully it will be successful. You know, a lot of times the weather affects things like
sure.
that. Like you said, competition with other tournaments that are going on.
Right.
But still, for the fee of $75, you get lunch.
Unbelievable.
Opportunity to win prizes. Tax deduction.
Yeah.
You know,
how
if
could
your CPA
folks?
determines it,
That's
you know, and a great day of golf.
How could folks miss up the opportunity to be out there if they like to golf, other than, as you said, some competing great
right.
charity golf tournaments in the area, but the opportunity to get out to play and support Coastal Samaritan. Obviously, I think you shared with us earlier this morning, John, that you'd been on the board 12 years, served as chairman 9 years. Share with viewers who may not be familiar with Coastal Samaritan Center's background, just a little bit about the group.
The center was designed, really started by the Reverend Tom Britton at First United Methodist Church in Myrtle Beach
right.
some number of years ago.
Right.
I don't know the exact number, but 20 to 25
sure.
years ago. And it was started, it's actually a multi-denominational effort. It's based at the main office anyway at this time is based in Myrtle Beach at First United Methodist Church.
Right.
But they have satellite offices in Conway and North Myrtle Beach now.
Right.
And it is a center designed to help families and marriages
right.
with the problems of everyday life.
Sure.
In the form of counseling. It's done on a sliding scale basis, as you know, based on your ability to pay.
Right.
It is a place where a lot of families and children with problems can go for not only mental therapy, but also for help with directions to where to go for additional help.
That's great.
And it's the only center or counseling opportunity like that in the whole area.
Oh, it's got to be. And with
yes.
a sliding scale for payment for families
right.
who just can't pay,
That's
they
right.
still provide those
Absolutely.
services.
Absolutely.
We had Kathy Eustis with us kicking off the month.
Right.
We're actually right in front of us at Tidelands Bank and their
right.
new facility that is just opened up. And sitting with Kathy there and hearing her talk about Reverend Kathy Eustis,
right.
I believe, to
Absolutely.
hear her talk about the commitment that that Coastal Samaritan is making day in and day out, but particularly for folks who really have difficulty affording
right.
its services, and
right.
to know they can still get some mental counseling as well as marital counseling, as well as being steered on to some other counselor. Very important.
And I might add that when most people hear that it's a multi-denominational or Christian-oriented, and it's not just Christians, because we have some Jewish and others involved in it as well,
right.
but a lot of people get the impression that it's a preach-to type atmosphere.
Right.
It's not that at all.
Far from
We're here to help families with their problems in terms of how to deal with the various situations that they may be in.
right.
And it is based on Judeo-Christian ethics, but
Right.
beyond that, no one has ever preached to or tried to be converted to any form of whatever it is they,
Right.
you know, might profess, you know. So,
That's a tremendous point.
well,
Thanks
a
for
lot of
sharing
people, the public needs to know that, because
Right.
if they're helping to support it,
that. Sure.
it's good that they know that it's not, I use the term preach to outfit.
Right, right.
It's really not.
Very important. Very important. If a viewer needs to get off to work now, John, or get family out of the house, the 448-4820, is that the best number for someone to call to get
Yes.
information, even info about the tournament?
That is the center's number,
Okay.
and that is where all the teams are being compiled and
Great.
information like that. And if there's a question that they can't answer, they know where to get it. They know how to get in touch with me as far as details of the golf tournament.
Great.
But the actual rules and the operations of the tournament itself will be explained prior to the shotgun.
Okay. Simply,
it's a great time.
It is a captain's choice or
Captain's
no?
choice.
It's captain's
yes,
choice. Great.
There are several hole-in-one prizes. There's
Wow.
A long ball prize. There's
Yes.
most accurate prizes. There's a lot of aspects of the tournament that makes it fun for everybody.
Oh,
And you
yeah.
don't have to be a low handicap golfer to win anything.
Right.
We actually have some raffles too involved, so that
So everyone comes out a winner.
sure.
That is
And there's
wonderful.
quite a few gifts ready to be given. Foursomes to other golf courses.
Right.
Hardware and software
Sure.
from the pro
Restaurants,
shop.
right, right. Prizes, opportunities to dine in places. I know Kathy talked about that earlier this month. CoastalSamaritan.org is another great place. She said there's information both about Coastal Samaritan Center as well as about the golf tournament
Right.
for folks who want to go online and may not take the time to pick up the phone to make a call. But 448-4820, you mentioned families earlier, talking about obviously the folks who are served by Coastal Samaritan. Family is a big aspect of your life, John. I know that, and your family, the Springs family, have been around a long time. Share with viewers a little about the earliest Springs of visits to the area and who settled here first.
Well, my father and his brothers and sisters were raised in Myrtle Beach. My grandfather moved back to the area. He was originally from Georgetown, South Carolina. After World War I, he went to work as president of the Bank of Greenville for Mr. John Woodside and his brother.
Right.
The Woodside brothers at one time owned a large portion of what is now Myrtle Beach and developed the Pine Lakes, what is now Pine Lakes Country Club,
Right.
and the old Ocean Forest Hotel property.
Right.
My grandfather, came to Myrtle Beach for the purpose of overseeing the construction of that facility.
Right.
And then the Depression came, and the Woodsides lost the property back
Right.
to the Burrs and Chapin's family, as I understand. And my grandfather stayed on. And he opened one of the first real estate companies, HP Springs Company in Myrtle Beach.
Right. Right.
And my father was on the first football team from Myrtle Beach High School, and went to the Citadel, later graduated from Duke University, and then went on to Medical University of South Carolina.
Tremendous.
In Charleston.
Yes.